There's no need to fear. Ken is here with my sources. No, I know you. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, by the way, but I have some sources. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I got some sources for you. So I'm seeing a lot of bearishness in the chat. I'm seeing a lot of bearishness in the chat. Don't you know that I have my sources? And don't you know that I would warn you if there was anything to worry about here? If there was anything to worry about, I would warn you, okay? My sources are telling me that we are just in another bull flag waiting to move up here, just testing our previous resistance and flipping it as support. That's what my close sources have told me, okay? My close sources. So stop the bearishness in the chat. If I see another bearishness in the chat, I'm going to tell my sources, and they're not going to be very happy about it, okay? I'm going to put it back to Jordan, but I want to tell you that the sources, we are going up, okay? We are going up. I'm going to give it back to Jordan now. See you guys in a little bit. It's Ken, sources.
Let's jump into the Bitcoin charts.
What is going on, everyone? So Bitcoin's having a little bit of a weird day today. Little bit of a weird day to start to say it lately. So yesterday, again, we pumped up out of this wedge, right? We pumped up out of our wedgie that we were looking at on the 4-hour time frame. But we did not get the impulse that we were sort of looking for. Should we be worried right now? Should we be worried about the weakness of Bitcoin after our breakout out of this wedge? I don't quite think so. I'm going to have to respectfully say
nope.
Okay? But Garrett said that too, it was weird. But if you look on the hourly chart, okay, we know we broke out of our big wedge, but we also broke out of our hourly bull flag, okay, and moved it to the upside, right? On this too, we didn't quite get the pump that we wanted to, but what we will say is we are starting to form another one, right? This one's obviously a little bit smaller, but if you look, if we actually go to the 15-minute, it's a little bit better, right? You can see that we're sort of just making another downwards channel to the downside. So are we going to move this up to the upside? Well, there's a couple different things I'm looking at here, a couple different things. One thing I do want to say is if this was to break to the upside, right? If it was to break to the upside, it would be an approximate move of about, let's see, of about right up to about 49,800 if that was to move up. Now, we got to wait for the breakout. It's getting a little long. I'd rather do it sooner rather than later here. But I do think it's going to be coming sooner than we think, okay? Not too worried about Bitcoin sort of breaking down here. Now, we could go a little bit lower, right? We could go a little bit lower. If Bitcoin wants to come all the way down in this to maybe test the previous resistance and then kind of flip it as support, as we like to say, and then bounce off this current level, that would also make a lot of sense for me too in the grand scheme of things, okay? So that's definitely a possibility, but I think we're going to move up rather than sooner than later here, in my personal opinion. If you look at the... Billy said, honest opinion, if you had 4K and BNB, would you transfer it into BTC or Ethereum? Maybe just keep it in BNB for now. Thanks. I know you're probably thinking about moving your BNB out of BNB because it really hasn't been moving. Now, typically that's not the best idea. Not the best idea historically. Like we said, usually what happens is you're going to move the money out of a certain coin into a coin that might be performing better, and then the coin that you moved it out of is going to start moving. I've seen it so many times. It's happened to me so many times. So obviously just be aware of that. Would I rather transfer it into BTC or ETH? Well, maybe we could talk about that when we get to the Bitcoin dominance. To see if maybe there's anything going on with the Bitcoin dominance. We could start seeing maybe Bitcoin outpace some of the altcoins, maybe temporarily, maybe, but we'll talk about that when we get to the Bitcoin dominance, which we'll talk about in the Bitcoin section so we can get to that, all right? But if we look at the hourly, okay, just to start out the stream here, our stock RSI is bottomed out, right? Our stock RSI is bottomed out. So I think the momentum, I think we should bounce here. I do believe we should bounce here. We don't have to do it this exact second, like we said, but I think sooner rather than later, we will get another bounce to the upside, which should break us from this resistance on the hourly chart of Bitcoin, right? So that's what I'm watching here on the hourly. Not any divergence just yet, but what's interesting is Bitcoin drops a little bit lower. I know we don't want it to drop a little bit lower, but say if it did drop to, down here, right? What would probably happen is you would probably drop a little bit on the RSI, and then you would have nice bullish divergence there on the hourly, which would be a perfect back test with bullish divergence with your hourly RSI bottomed out, would be a perfect setup for Bitcoin to get a bounce on the hourly. Doesn't have to necessarily happen that way, but I think structure-wise, that would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense for Bitcoin here on the hourly chart. But this is just the hourly chart. Do we really care about the hourly chart in the grand scheme of things?
Nope.
You guys are probably looking at me like, we care about the hourly, Jordan. We care about the hourly chart. We're short-term traders. We don't care about long-term. We want a Lambo tonight, tomorrow. We don't want to wait a year for a Lambo. We don't even want to Meta 1 for a Lambo. We want a Lambo tonight. Well, let's look at the 4 hour. See what we got going on here. So the 4 hour, Jabba should short. I don't know if Jabba's shorting right now. I think he's waiting for a better opportunity to short. But if you look, on our wedge, right? On our wedge, what would make sense on this too? What would make sense on this? Well, we care about the 1 minute chart. If you look here, okay, would it make sense to come a little bit lower on the 4 hour chart too? Sure. It would make sense to come a little teeny bit lower. We're not talking about, a capitulation here. We're talking about maybe another 1% move to the downside, maybe. And then what we would do on that is if we had about a 1% move to the downside, what most likely happen is this would drop. Our 4 hour RSI would drop. We probably would have bullish divergence on the 4 hour as well, with the 4 hour stock RSI probably bottomed out at that point. It would look for another nice little setup higher on the short term, right? So that's what I'm sort of watching here. I don't know if there's anything on the moving averages that could give us a little bit. Look at that support coming in here. Look at that support on these 2 moving averages. What 2 moving averages are we looking at here? Looking at the 100 and the 200 on the 4 hour time frame. Look exactly where those are. That's actually kind of funny. You got to admit, come on, guys. Like, isn't that kind of funny? The 100 and the 200 are literally at the exact same point, and look exactly where we wicked earlier on this 4 hour candle. Right to that 100 and 200 moving average. And it looks like Bitcoin's trying to bounce. Who knows if it actually is, but that is pretty freaking sweet. I love when confluence happens like that. And that could be another sign that maybe Bitcoin just bounces from here and doesn't maybe have to come a little bit lower, right? I think either way we're looking at a bounce. I'm not looking at Bitcoin just dumping back into the oblivion here, okay? I'm not looking at that. There comes Bitcoin right now. Look at this. Look at this. As we speak, Bitcoin, watch Ichimoku. These are bounces off the EMAs. Bitcoin right now, we just actually went up to the top of the channel there and just got a slight rejection. So we'll see if Bitcoin can break out of this here as we speak. Let's actually go to the 15-minute chart. Let's see what Bitcoin does here in the 15-minute chart, guys. Guys, let's hit up that like button. We got to hit 1,000 likes, okay? And here comes Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin doing right now. Look what Bitcoin is doing right now. What did we just say?
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
I don't know if this is going to continue, but it's obviously short-term time frame stuff. But what did we just say? At some point, Bitcoin will either come back down to test this, or it's just going to go here in this bull flag. Let's see if we can get a close here. Obviously, we can't. I'm not going to play the pump music just yet. We got to have some confirmation of a continued run here, but Bitcoin's trying to move right now. Trying to move. Pickle money. Watch Ichimoku on the 1 hour. Frat. The frat life. The frat life. This is some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Look at BTC. No, guys, we got to hit 1,000 likes, okay? And I think 1,200 likes should be the goal. Right? I think 1,000 is pretty low for our standards now. Look at the volatility. Holy crap, man. Pumped up there, and then we just came right back down. That's some volatility, if you ask me. That's some volatility. That's why I wasn't sold. That's why I didn't want to press the pump button yet, or the pump song, because we got to wait for confirmation here, because we just like booped and booped. Back down. Rap is bussing. Some good stuff. You don't even have 1K peeps in here? We just started the stream 13 minutes ago. We're going to have more than 1K peeps in here. And it's not the same 1K peeps that are in here the entire time, right? It's constantly new people coming in, right? We hit easily 1,000 likes on every stream. Yeah. All right. But yeah, I mean, look at that perfect bounce off the 100 and 200 on the 4 hour. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice if you ask me. Let's actually check the daily time frame. Guys, what are we looking for here on the daily time frame for Bitcoin? Right? We're looking for that daily bullish engulfing candle, which it's trying to do as we speak. This could be nice. Stream is harder to find than a good girl in Miami. Yeah. I mean, hey, we're trying to get back on the algorithm here, right? I mean, we had a little mishap on Sunday, which kind of reset the whole thing, but you know, we're getting back into the grind here. We're getting back into the grind. No, but dude, we want to make a bullish engulfing candle here, right? So we have two red candles here. We're looking to engulf those 2 red candles here on the daily, right? And that's one of the things we're looking at. And the second thing we're going to look at, which we've been looking at for the last couple days, we've been looking at these trend lines for the last, actually more than a couple days, probably maybe a week or two now. What we're looking at here is we want to get back above this resistance line here, right? So we have obviously support, and we don't want to come back up and confirm this as resistance. So right now, if we went straight up, right, we're not going to go straight up, but just a hypothetical. If we went straight up, that's somewhere around about 50,200, right? 50,200 is that resistance line, okay? So that's the level that we really are looking to break here for Bitcoin in order to avoid sort of what we did back here, which we didn't actually even come back up to test this resistance line up here. That's sort of what we're watching there, We need to get back above it, just like we didn't do back there. But December 2022, right? I'm not going to count on anything. I think anything is possible for Bitcoin. I mean, that's how crazy crypto is. Look at Bitcoin right now, though. We keep getting stopped out right here. We got a little bit of a resistance right here in this previous high right here. So that's why we keep hitting our head against that. But I think we're going to break this. It might just take us a few tries here, but I do think that we're going to sort of break this to the upside here. So just wait for the confirmation. But I do believe it is coming, right? I do believe it is coming. Man, I can't get over this rap. That's some good stuff. But yeah, back to the daily. That's what we're looking for. A break back above about 50,200, okay? Which is a pretty big resistance level if you look. That's our previous high from back here in August 23rd. And on tonight's close, it's preferable if we get a daily bullish engulfing candle. Okay, that's preferable here. Doesn't have to be that way, but it would make the charts look a lot better, right? It would make the charts look a lot better to have engulfing, which should set us up for a green day tomorrow. Obviously, you know, sort of a macro look at a lot of things here. A lot of what crypto is going to depend on is how the stock market reacts on Monday, right? We know last week wasn't the best week for the stock market. So what I'm hoping for is here we have at least a bullish weekend for crypto. That way, you know, if the stock market is, for whatever reason, bounces back on Monday, which who knows? It's the stock market, right? We can't bet against the stock market. It's sort of, that's like betting against crypto in a bull market. It's sort of, you're against the grain almost. So yeah, the stock market could keep going down, but our hopes is the stock market bounces back on Monday. Crypto's bullish this weekend, right? Tonight, tomorrow, and then we have continuation with the stock market being bullish on Monday. That's what we're sort of banking on here. Now, if the stock market's red on Monday, we saw what happened last week. Wasn't the greatest week for crypto. Yeah, overall, in the grand scheme of things. I mean, yeah, we kind of went up actually in a way, but that's sort of the macro picture right now is, yeah, crypto can look really good, but if the stock market dumps, it's pretty correlated to crypto, right? Pretty correlated to crypto. Let's see. What's up, Michelle? Go Soul. Stock market will probably, yeah, who knows? Who knows? I'm not about predicting a stock market crash. You know what I mean? I'm not an economist. No one on YouTube is an economist. Okay? So even economists have been predicting a stock market crash for years now, and it just hasn't happened. So let's take that with a grain of salt. Could happen. Could happen. Stop shilling. Digibite said, stop chilling. Put the hammer down. I like it. I like it, man. I like it. All right, come on, BTC. Let's go. Break this. You have like a little resistance here. You know, previous support, previous resistance. I don't think this is going to hold down Bitcoin too much here. I do think this is going to continue. We got some room to run here on really all the time frames here. Even like the 15-minute time frame, you got some room to run here if you want to, which is good. All right, while we wait for Bitcoin, weekly chart, obviously we know Sunday is the weekly close. Okay, Sunday is the weekly close. So it's going to be a big stream tomorrow. Where will we close tomorrow? A lot could happen by tomorrow. A lot could happen. Do we get a pump here and we close somewhere closer to the top up here somewhere? Or do we dump before the close? In the grand scheme of things, it's not really going to matter just because there's such a big red candle that it doesn't look likely that we're going to engulf this candle. Never going to say never with Bitcoin, but it doesn't look like we're going to engulf that candle. So no matter where we kind of close, I guess we just don't want to close below our weekly support band in the grand scheme of things. But what I will say in the weekly, you know, there's not really much to update on other than what we usually do. We just want to stay above the weekly support band. What I will say is if we switch to our log chart, what did we talk about in my log chart? Last time we looked at our log chart, Fibonacci levels. And not a lot of people look at, and I think it's very important to look at. Very important to look at, by the way. What did we talk about? Well, we talked about if this week we close below our 0.5 Fibonacci on our log regression curve, okay, which historically has been a very important level, right? Support, flipped as resistance. Resistance, we came back, flipped it as support. Came down, flipped it as resistance. Came up, flipped it as support. What are we doing today? Okay, let me get rid of some of these circles here, but you get the general point of why it's important. What are we doing today? Well, we have now broken back above that Fibonacci level as of now, right? Now we got to wait for the weekly close, but I think this is very important. We talked about how if we close below this 0.5 Fibonacci level, historically, what does that mean? Historically, that means that we do come back down to the next fib level, which we talked about was somewhere around about 36,400, right? But what are we doing today? We're holding it as support. Now, we still have a long weekend. We still have the rest of tonight, the rest of tomorrow to change. But as it stands right now, I do like what Bitcoin's doing, is sort of trying to hold that as support. If we go back to previous bear markets, let's see what Bitcoin did. We actually, what we do in the previous bear markets is on the weekly closes, we never went to a fib target and bounced and got back above the next fib target and confirmed it as support. We did. Okay. You look here, we came back, closed here, went back up to the next fib target, got rejected. Okay. We dumped, could not get back above it again on this little bounce. Dumped, got back above it here, but could not hold it as support. All right. Dumped again, pumped up, couldn't get back above it. Right. All the way down. Right. And it was the same thing in 2014. We go back to 2014, which was, we just looked at 2014. 2018, that was 2014. In 2018, we did the same thing. Bounce right here, went up, couldn't get above the next one, couldn't get above the next one, couldn't get above the next one, until we ultimately capitulated. Okay, so we're doing something normally what we haven't done in previous bear markets. So basically what I'm saying is, I don't think this is a bear market. I think this is a continuation or a second round of the bull market, similar to 2013. You guys have heard that to death, right? So I'm not going to go over that again, but I think we're seeing something very similar to what we did back here, just albeit it probably won't be this explosive. I mean, we're not going to pull a BitBoy here where we go from October to November and go from 141 to 1200. We're not going to do a 10x in a month. That's what BitBoy thinks we're going to do. He's really adamant about this. I'm not going to say that. There's been a lot of YouTubers talking about his prediction too. And I wanted to give my thoughts on that. I think it's a little ridiculous. I think it's a sort of one of those things where it's okay to admit you're wrong, right? Instead of trying to just bash new all-time highs coming by the middle of October, 100K coming by the middle of October. It's okay to just say, hey, I was wrong. Instead, we just keep pushing back the same narrative. First it was September, now it's 2 weeks past September, then it's going to be 2 weeks past November. We kind of keep pushing back the narrative and pushing back the prices. I'll leave it at that. It's so, guys, one thing that I learned in life, do not take yourself too seriously, right? Do not take yourself too seriously. If you take yourself too seriously and you're wrong, people are going to crap on you. It's okay to admit you're wrong. It's okay to admit you're not the smartest person in the room. I'm not the smartest person in the room. That's why I don't like making price predictions, right? Could I get a lot more viewers and subscribers by making these outlandish price predictions that probably won't come true? Yes, I could. But I don't think that is a good look to sort of make outlandish price predictions to get views. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's okay to admit you're wrong in life. Don't have an ego. Just say you're freaking wrong. Anyways, let's go over here. That was a little rant alert.
Rant alert.
I see it because I see it too many times in the space where people just won't take an L. Take the L, okay? Take the L. When we went up to 65K, I thought we were going higher. Was I wrong? Yes, I was wrong. You're not always right. You're not always right. When you're wrong, just admit it. People don't care. All right? People should want to watch you because they like you, not because you're making some outlandish price prediction. That's probably not going to come true. Take the L. It's okay to take the L. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Rant alert.
Doge tattoo incoming. No, we will. I still believe we'll break all-time highs by the end of this year. Okay? Now, I'm not going to predict some price, but I think we'll break all-time highs by the end of this year. Do I think we're going to hit 100K by the middle of October? No, I don't think that's going to happen. But I do think we'll break all-time highs by the end of this year. And if I'm wrong, well, take the L, is what it is. I like this Mac before today. It's growing on me. All right. I just choked on the frappe. All right. Let's look here. You guys got it in the chat. You guys got it in the chat. All right. You look here. This is our fractal, right? Our fractal. Yes. Fractal Boy Jordan is back. I'm going to start renaming my channel Fractal Boy. Would you guys like if I did Fractal Boy? I think it would be a pretty good name. I think it would be a pretty good name. But, all right. Our fractal here. What's going on with our fractal? Still playing out nicely, right? Still playing out nicely. Now, if you guys haven't, been following the channel, which you should be following the channel. Make sure you follow the channel. This fractal is basically is this price action down here, just kind of zoomed out, right? It's this fractal zoomed out, right? When you look, the price action is relatively the same. Now, like I said, I don't think we're going to have some crazy move like this where we go from 10,000 to 40,000 in the span of like 2 months. I don't think something like that's going to happen. I'm not so much watching this, more so just watching the price action. So, I mean, I guess you could sort of cut this out. Who knows what happens after this? I'm just more so watching this and below and the similarities between the two, okay? The same top price action, right? The consolidation at the bottom. Yes, this one was down sloping, this one's up sloping. I understand. I know someone in the chat's going to say it. Well, the bottom was an ascending triangle. This one was a wedge, all right? So either way, it's a bullish pattern, but no matter what way you want to look at it, okay? Both of them, we broke up to the upside. We consolidated above our previous resistance. Consolidated above our previous resistance. We held it as support, and we ended up moving up, okay? Let's see what happens, right? Now, like I said, we don't have to pump up to the moon, right? We're not going...
Everybody panic, we're going to zero!
Or...
Strap up, we're going to the moon!
It could just be one of those things where we do neither, right? Maybe we just sort of... We move up here, but we just sort of make our way up slowly, right? Doesn't necessarily mean we have to shoot up to oblivion here, right? Doesn't mean we have to shoot up to oblivion. As we've seen in the past, Bitcoin likes to have pullbacks here and there, right? I think right here, I mean, myself included, based off Fibonacci targets, it looked like we were going to 57K. Did we go right to 57K? No, we didn't go right to 57K. So Bitcoin does the unexpected, right? Bitcoin does the unexpected. So I think a lot of people here are expecting moonshot or dump shot. And knowing Bitcoin, what Bitcoin would do is, do one or two things, right? We've talked about this. I mean, we could sort of, if we look back at the 4-hour chart, Bitcoin could do something like this, right? It could definitely break this support and move back down to the bottom of the wedge again. Certainly is in the realm of possibility. You can't count out Bitcoin. You can't say it's impossible for Bitcoin. That would put it down there at 40,500. If that happened, well, that would make, Bitcoin sort of look like something like this, where we get one more shakeout, maybe even wick lower, and then bounce back up and sort of make our staircase back up. Bitcoin could do something like that, right? Bitcoin could move up here and come back down and test, and then come up, and then, just fake you out again, and then come up. The point is that no one really knows what the price structure is going to be for Bitcoin. But what I will say is we looked at more of some like the illiquid supply ratio on the on-chain stuff yesterday, and I think that chart's really telling. I think that chart is showing that the long-term hodlers believe that the price is going to go up. We're seeing long-term hodlers at all-time highs, while price action is still 20% lower than its previous high, right? So I don't know, man. Like I said, none of us have a crystal ball. None of us should try to have a crystal ball. Once again, I look so hot right now. Look at my eyes. Hold on. Look at my eyes. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. These don't know how to. Oh, those eyes, man. But yeah, none of us have a crystal ball, you know? So let's stop trying to act like we have a crystal ball and just be patient and wait on Bitcoin to do what we expect it to do. If you're a bear, okay, cool. Be a bear. If you're a bull, okay, let's be a bull. But let's have some patience. Let's not flip-flop between bearish and bullish every day. Okay, like I see some people do. Sometimes I pull up YouTube and I see someone that's bullish yesterday, and all of a sudden now they're like 75K coming tomorrow. And then the next day I see a video, Bitcoin's dumping, Bitcoin's going back to 20K. Let's just relax. Okay? Through all the ups and downs, we know what Bitcoin does over the long term. Okay? Let's have some patience. Let's chill. And let's hang out. Let's hang out. All right? You guys couldn't tell. I'm in a mood today. Rant alert. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Fractal says we're going to the moon. Can't be wrong. I don't think we go to the moon like that, though. I really don't. Right now, what is it? 7:33. All right, let's go. So Bitcoin right now, could this just be the back test? Right. So this is the 15-minute chart. We moved up. We came back down. Will we hold it now? Will we confirm this as support and then bounce back up? Come on, guys. Will we do it? Hold on. We had a super chat from Ghost Eye. Said bears are about to hibernate.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Here you go. Here's Captain Bear for you.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Haven't heard a better argument in my life. I've never heard a better argument in my life about Bitcoin. There you go, guys. Like, I don't even know what else to say. I don't even know what to say besides that. Like, that was just pure facts spit right there. All right. But we look. QM said stream is harder to find than that. Definitely QM. Garaboo said, hey, Jordan, what are your thoughts on the bull market making a all-time high on December 2022? I could not keep out. I can't count out Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, maybe, like, I'm under the assumption that we could see an extended cycle, right? I think that's, to me, it's likely. The only thing that could keep it up is, like we said, a stock market crash, which you can't predict, right? So as long as that doesn't happen, as long as we don't have some major black swan event, guys, I think that Bitcoin most likely will top out in 2022, bearing a black swan event. I think, end of Q1, I think, March, April, somewhere around there would make sense for a topper Bitcoin. Just think that would make sense. I would give it enough time to do what it wants to do. Or we can do what historically Bitcoin has done, and in the last 2-3 months of a typical cycle, we usually see the most gains in that last 2 or 3 months, right? We've looked at it in the past. If Bitcoin wants to have crazy gains, let's just take a look what Bitcoin's done in the past, right? So you guys have probably seen this a million times, but from September 18th, 2017 to December 16th, 2017, Bitcoin went from $3,000 to $20,000, or did a 532% gain in 3 months. Okay, you guys have probably seen this before. Let me go to the weekly chart for 2014. And then in 2014, now keep in mind, like I said, I'm just looking at the potential 4-year cycle theory, which you know, it could happen. I'm not going to count it out, but Bitcoin in 2013, you know, at the same time to the top, went from the September 16th, 2013 was at $114 until the end of the year, went up approximately about 889%. Okay, so that's the stuff that could happen based off the 2 previous cycles. It's only 2 cycles we're looking at here in general, right? This one was a different time, so that's where we're sort of looking at. Like, it's possible for Bitcoin to do that. We just need a lot more money than what we did need back then in order to move the market like that, right? So let's keep that in mind. And I'm under the assumption that we don't top out in December. I think we top out a little bit later than the 4-year cycle. All right, a little bit later. I'm more excited about Amise Go. All right, let's see. Let's see if Bitcoin holds this right here. Based on BTC cycles, December 22nd is all-time low. And always 1 year after all-time low in November, December. Very true. Very true. But that's under the assumption that we have 4-year cycles, right? You can look at the cycles and they sort of elongate every time. So what's to say that we're not going to do what we've done in the past, which the cycles elongate over time? I think the 4-year cycles is people just probably being a little bit impatient instead of actually looking at the cycles and seeing that every single time they're longer than the previous one, you know, where they take longer. So I don't think that I just don't think we top out in December. I don't think we top. And I'm saying we don't think we top out in December. I'm not saying that I don't think we'll break all-time highs in December. I just don't think we're going to be sitting at 150K in December, which is fine. You know, it's not the end of the world. I know a lot of people want the Lambos next week. I want the Lambos next week. Hey, I would love for Bitcoin to go to 150K next week. You know, I would love that, but gotta be slightly realistic. All right, let's check out Ethereum. So we know we've been looking at the Ethereum fractals, right? The Ethereum fractals.
This is my wife, Ethereum.
Sir Dude at the super chat, 99 super chat said, so you're saying Doge tattoo is coming? No, I don't think the Doge tattoo is coming. Sir Dude. Come on, man. By the way, guys, go check out the Discord. Links in the description. Go join the Discord if you're not already there. Links in the description for that. And also go follow me on Twitter, right? It's just my name, @Jordan Camrand. If you go follow me over there, I definitely appreciate if you go follow me over there. Damn. There's some negative people in the chat today. Holy crap, man. Negative people. Guys, why are you being so negative in the chat? Did someone hurt you? Come on, man. It's all good over here. It's all good. We're spitting opinions. All right. Here's the thing, guys. We can talk about crypto, right? We can debate people's opinions about crypto. Whether it be, you know, I don't like your opinion, I like my opinion, right? I don't like this chart you're looking at. I don't believe in your predictions, but no personal attacks. Okay, no personal attacks. That's completely different, right? The only person that we can call fat is Jabba. Okay, that's it. Only personal attacks on Jabba. No one else. All right, no one else. Everyone picked up their bear suits from the dry cleaners. Very true. Very true. Man. Anyways, let's look at the Ethereum. So this is the Ethereum, what's it called? Log chart, right? Now, keep in mind, this is sort of measuring one data point on the top, right? One data point on the top. So keep that in mind, right? But what I thought was interesting, and more so what I wanted to check out for the Ethereum chart is, when you look at the Ethereum chart and just basically the consolidation here, you look and it's pretty simple. Like we said, like we've been talking about, this fractal here for Ethereum is very similar to this fractal for Ethereum here. And I do think we're going to have another leg up here for Ethereum over the course of the next couple months. Obviously in my personal opinion, right? You guys can have your own opinion, but don't want to hold fat. Oh man, the chat is going insane today. Going absolutely insane. Well, if you look, this price action is very similar to this price action, right? Like we said. Why is it similar? Well, if we look at this, okay, and like I said, there's one data point on the top. So take it for what you will. Others have done video on this, but I wanted to look at the Fibonacci levels, right? More so the Fibonacci levels and the basic levels for this. So if you look at this, okay, what we did back here is sort of similar. So you can see we had our initial impulse up here for Ethereum, just like we did up here, right? That initial impulse. We pulled back to the midline here, okay? You can see here, same thing that we just did. We pulled back to that midline, okay? Pulled back to the midline. And then we pumped up again, okay? Got rejected on that level again, had a double top. We've been talking about this double top over and over and over again. Yeah, man. And it's the same thing we did here for Ethereum, right? We came up here and we came up and we did another double top, okay? Another double top here. Just like we did back here in 2017. Now, people don't have patience, so if we consolidate for 4 weeks, people are going to say, "Oh, Ethereum's dead," because we've been consolidating for 4 weeks. How many times have I heard Ethereum's dead? I probably heard, over the years, I probably heard Ethereum's dead about 30 times. This is not just Ethereum. This is with Bitcoin too. If Bitcoin consolidates for like 2 weeks, it's dead. It has no price momentum. And then all of a sudden we'll shoot up to the upside. I've seen it countless and countless times, right? That's why the short-term price action does not faze me at all. It's short-term price action, man. But you can see right here, after we double topped, Ethereum went sideways for a decent time, right? Ethereum went sideways for a pretty decent time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, right? We went sideways for 8 weeks. Does Ethereum go sideways between these two levels here? Okay. Does Ethereum go sideways for another, we've been going sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks here, for another 3 weeks before we continue up? Could definitely happen, right? So if we see some sideways action, I would not be surprised. You'll have all the same people saying, "Oh, Ethereum's dead. Ethereum's dead." And then Ethereum will start pumping. They're like, "I love Ethereum. I've always loved Ethereum. Ho ho." And then Ethereum will go sideways again. They'll jump on Sol. "Oh, I've always loved Solana." And then Ethereum will pump. It's a constant cycle between coins that are pumping. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's see. Yeah, we could take a look at that, Javai and Mark. We'll take a look at Ben Qui. But yeah, so that's where we're starting with. Mickey Mouse, is that you? Man. But yeah, so that's what I'm watching for Ethereum. Do not be surprised if we maybe go sideways for a little bit. That's what we did in 2017, and we did it in 2018, actually, a little bit over here, where we actually went down a little bit lower in 2018 after having that double top. So that's not that's always a possibility too. So let me teach you something. Man, I love Ethereum. 2 weeks ago, Ethereum's dead. Solana's gonna overtake Ethereum. Man, what are you gonna do? Solana's actually having a really good day today, guys. By the way, we'll look at Solana. I'm just more so using Solana as an example. I actually like Solana. I'm just using it as an example. But dude, if you look at Solana, it was due for a bounce, like we said. Real quick, I know people want to check out Solana. Solana had about a 40% pullback. It was due for a bounce. Now, will it be a bounce that gets us up to new all-time highs? Well, that's something we're going to have to wait for. But what goes down must come up. Just like what goes up must come down. Nothing goes up or down in a straight line. So we went up pretty much in a straight line. We were due to have a pretty big pullback. We did 40%. Now we're getting that move back up. Like we said, doesn't have to mean that Solana just pumps up to new all-time highs, right? Usually when you have big pullbacks, you do have retraces, right? But it's called, it can be a retracement. So if you look here for Solana, man. Dude, the trolls are back today. Maybe because I'm trolling, that's why. Maybe it's because I'm trolling today. Maybe that's why the trolls are back. But dude, the 382 Fibonacci, you broke over 382 Fibonacci. So you have the 0.5. The big one for me for Solana here, just actually the 0.5 is probably the big one for me. I mean, if you look at the 0.5 Fibonacci here on the retracement levels, right? Our previous support flipped as resistance. I really want to get back over this about 130, 173, right? 173. We can get back over that. Solana's looking pretty nice. Pretty nice for a move back up to that golden pocket zone, back upwards of about 182, right? So that's the level. Oh, the Cardano people are mad that the Solana people stole their pump. It's not so much that. What I think it is, I think a lot of the old Cardano people, because you notice how you don't hear any of the Cardano people in the chat anymore? You don't hear any of it. But back a couple months ago, it was Cardano's the best. Cardano's the best. What I think happened is the Cardano people got bored of Cardano, and then they jumped on the bandwagon with Solana, okay? They jumped on the bandwagon, okay? Because now all you hear is Solana's the best, Solana's the best, Solana's the best. There's going to be another coin that pumps up, say Algorand, which Algorand I think could be the next one that really starts moving. I've said that over the last couple weeks. I also think Avalanche could be one of those that next one to move. Watch. Algorand or Avalanche will start moving, and then everyone's going to jump on that hype train. That's going to be the next Ethereum killer. And then another one's going to start pumping. That's going to be the Ethereum killer. You guys get my point here? I do like all these projects, by the way. I like every single one of these projects. All I'm saying is nothing's going to overtake Ethereum. That's all I'm saying. Anyways. If Solana can get back over 173, it probably has a good chance of maybe coming back up to test maybe its all-time highs, right? Possibly. But I think you got to get back above this 173 mark, okay? Above the 173 mark. Cardano. Wait until everyone jumps on H-bar. Yeah, that's true. Full moon, Bitcoin's pumping. Bitcoin, so we didn't quite bounce off this level here, right? We didn't quite bounce off this level here. Excuse me. But that could definitely be what Bitcoin's doing here. We actually went slightly below. Slightly below. Let's see if we get any upwards movement here. That's obviously the 15-minute chart. Nothing really going on here for Bitcoin in the short-term time frames. On the streams the last couple of days, it's been extremely slow for price action. The price action seems to be, you notice the last 2 days, guys, the price action, as soon as I get off the stream, we tend to pump. So is today going to be another day where the whales are watching my stream? Where's a whale, by the way? We need a whale in here. You know, whale to buy the dip right now. But the whales are watching my stream, okay? They're waiting for the stream to be over. They're buying the dip right now, and it's going to pump after the stream. That's what's happened the last 2 days. I would not be surprised to see that again. Would not be surprised at all. All right, let's get rid of this. And I want to check on maybe ETH on some of the short-term time frames here. On the short-term time frames. But dude, Solana, like we said, real quick, we got to get back over 173. We'll see if we do it today, or if we don't do it today. I would like it if we do it today. That'd be pretty nice. I admit it, guys. I'm the whale. The whale is pretty. You want another whale? Here you go. Here's another whale. Here's another whale. There you go. He's buying the dip right now. All right. So there's the whale. All right. Hit the like for the whale, guys. Let's get up to 8,000 likies. Okay. 1,000 likies for the boring price action. I try to do my best on days like this, but you guys know, like, we went through it for 3 months. Like, there's a probably extended period of times where the price action is just extremely boring. Extremely boring. and I guess that's the problem with streaming every day, I guess. But hey, I like to do it, so I'm gonna do it every day because I like to do it. I like to do it, but there's some days where it's just like, dude, the charts look exactly the same as they did yesterday. But anyways, ETH is a perfect example of that. Not much has really changed here for Ethereum. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Batata. Potato. Nothing's changed here. Now, what we're looking for ETH on the daily is just to continue to hold this support level. You can see, you know, bounce, 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 pump, bounce, bounce. Will we come back down and bounce off of it again? Well, that's something we're going to have to wait and see, right? Whales. Pumping. Come on, BTC. Bounce off that bull flag right here, boy. What's up, Lupus? Ken must be a whale. Dude, I'm telling you, Ken said, what did Ken say before the stream? Ken said, let's do a rewind, all right? Bitcoin, I got sources. Bitcoin is in a bull flag. It will break out within the next couple days out of this bull flag. Trust me, I got the sources. We're breaking out of the bull flag. All right, we went from the past. Ken said that we were breaking out of the bull flag in the beginning of the stream, and we have done it. It looks like Bitcoin's just came back down to test it as support and is now trying to get back up. Does Bitcoin have the juice? Does Bitcoin have the buy pressure to push up higher? That is the real question here. That is the real question. All right. Man, I got too fun with myself, dude. I really do. I really do. Eat. All right, so that's what we're watching for on ETH. Is can we hold this? There's not much different on the ETH chart, guys. There's really not. We're still just holding our daily EMA ribbon nicely. You know, just consistently just coming back down and bounces off of it. You can see we're in it right now. I don't think it's going to last very long that we're in it. If we zoom in a little bit, which I think would be the best thing to do right now, since the daily really hasn't moved at all. Let's look what Ethereum's doing on the hourly, right? Do we have any sources on the hourly for Ethereum here? Well, we did have this downtrend of support. I was actually looking at this earlier, where we actually came back in. We know we were looking at this yesterday as sort of a downtrend, a downward sloping channel, right? A downward sloping channel. So we know we dumped back into this today. But now you can see ETH's trying to break back up out of it again, right? So can ETH do it? We'll wait to see. If we actually look, let's actually zoom in on the 15 minute. This this is where we're at right now, guys. Like, I mean, we're looking at short-term time frame stuff like this. You know what's going down. Let's look at, actually, look at the hourly EMA ribbon. Not really much going on there. What I could see happening here is ETH bouncing off its golden pocket. Hold on. So from bottom to top, let's see where ETH is bouncing right now. So it's bouncing off that 0.5. This could be an interesting setup for ETH. Does it have the juice to have a nice W pattern here? A double bottom W pattern, okay? Does it have the juice to get back over the neckline, which is about 35.35? Yeah, right here, 35.35. Does it have the juice? I'm not talking pineapple juice. I'm not taking orange juice. I'm talking, I don't know, mango juice, okay? Does it have the juice? If it does break this neckline at 35.35, well, the target's up here at about 36.72, okay? So that's what I'm watching for of a possible W reversal. Obviously, we need to get a little bit more volume coming in here for ETH. Come on. You know who's going to give it that volume. You know I'm about to hop off the stream and give ETH that volume. All right, here comes Bitcoin again. Here comes Bitcoin. The juice is loose. I'm going to have to give ETH that volume. I need someone to give Bitcoin that volume. I'm not giving Bitcoin the volume. No. I'm not falling in that trap again. I'm not falling in that trap again. But someone's going to give Bitcoin the volume here. Look at this setup, though. It's trying to bounce right now. It's trying to bounce for ETH. Bitcoin, give us something. Give us something to look at, please. We're begging you after a little slow bleed today on the 15-minute. But you guys get my vocabulary, right? I call everything a dump or slow bleed. Come on. Let's go. Has pineapple juice. BTC slinging its way up. Mark the price up. All right, come on, man. All right, we'll come back to Bitcoin. I do think it's gonna move here, guys. I'm pretty confident Bitcoin's gonna move here. We just got a new 15-minute candle. It's the daily close. It's the daily close. All right. So Bitcoin closed on the daily. Let's see what Bitcoin did. I believe it had the bullish engulfing candle. Boom, shakalaka. Boom, shakalaka.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
We got that bullish engulfing candle on the daily chart for Bitcoin. Let's go. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I mean, not only did you engulf this candle, but you also engulfed this candle. So I do like that close for Bitcoin. Let's see now if we can get that continuation into Sunday, right? Because like we said, we would prefer to be bullish this weekend in case the stock market's not so great on Monday. We would prefer to make up some ground here. Prefer, right? It's the weekend. So let's see if Bitcoin can get some juice. But I do like that close there for Bitcoin on the daily. 4-hour close. Oh, I like the 4-hour close too. 4-hour has a bullish hammer. Oh, we got some good closes there, guys. Bullish engulfing, bullish hammer on the 4-hour. Things are looking good. I like the setup here for Bitcoin to continue up here. Now, it doesn't have to happen, but this is a nice candle. Really nice candle on the 4-hour. Really nice candle on the daily. And the hourly also had a bullish engulfing hourly candle as well. So a lot of, if you trade candlestick patterns, I mean, a couple pretty nice candles there for continuation. Now we just got to wait to see if Bitcoin has the juice. Because all candlestick patterns can be candlestick patterns, but unless We got the juice. Doesn't matter. Rising wedge on the 4-hour. Rising wedge on the 4-hour. I saw someone in the chat say rising wedge on the 4-hour. Yeah, I can see it, Matt. I can definitely see the rising wedge. You got boom. And you got, I mean, you have 2 touches on it right now. So let's obviously watch that. You got, yeah, you might actually have 3 touches. Not quite, not quite. And it depends. If you draw it like this, maybe. But yeah, that's definitely a possibility. So we'll keep an eye on that. Good call, however, in the chat that was. I didn't catch who it was, but good call. Good call in the chat. Good call. Jane said, can you try fib retrace extensions on the BTC logarithmic? Yeah, we can do that. We in the black. Show me the money. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll see what Bitcoin does here. What I will say is, and this is just not being a bull, in bullish trends, Bitcoin, I'm not going to go back and look at the examples, but back last year, guys, there were many times where Bitcoin was forming a rising wedge and actually broke it to the upside. I'm not going to go back and look now. It's because I have a feeling I won't be able to find it. But there were a couple of times where Bitcoin had rising wedges and broke them to the upside. And that's just not being me in a bull. But yes, this is here. Okay, so we'll see if this maybe does break back down. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think we do though. I mean, we just broke out of this. I don't see it. I don't see that playing out. But I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, what did I say earlier in the stream? I take the L, I put it in my pocket, and I say, hey, I was wrong. Did people really care at the end of the day? No. Like I said, people shouldn't like you because you're right? That's because no one's right. People are only right sometimes and wrong other times, right? Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes this guy's right, sometimes this guy's wrong. Sometimes that guy's right, sometimes that guy's wrong. No one's a genius in crypto. The only thing that we know in crypto is over the course of time, it goes up. But no one is a genius in crypto. Now, some people are maybe right a little bit more than they're wrong, but no one's a genius. No one is a genius in crypto. No one. Not even you, it is what it is. Not even you, Dari, in the chat. Not even you, Tyler. Not even you, 1990. None of you guys are geniuses. Man. What's up, Gwilly? Rant alert. Savvy's a genius. Don't get me started, man. Savvy was a bull at 3K, 8K, 14K, 15K, 16K, 17K, 18K, 19K, 20K, 21K, 22K, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm not going to go all the way up to 64. But no one, my point still stands. No one's a genius. Okay?
Rant alert.
Okay, I admit it. All right. Let's see. Why not 31? I wasn't going to go up to 34, to 65. My mom said I'm a genius. Nice, Willie. Nice, dude. All right, we're still waiting on Bitcoin's next move. Let's go jump on into ADA while we wait. All right, let's jump on into Captain Ada. Solana actually right now is moving up. Let's play the pump song for Solana. I think Solana holders deserve it. Here we go. All right. I wanted to play the pump song for Solana. I really wanted to play the pump song too. It's been a couple of days since we played it for BTC. So you know what? We needed to play it for Solana. All right, let's go on to Solana. And no, I'm not salty. All right, I'm not salty about Solana. Okay. We went over this. We went over this. I like Solana. I hope it goes up for all the Solana guys. I do. I really do. That was more so a joke when I said I was salty. Actually, let me bring up the salt shaker for all the Cardano haters out there. This is all the Cardano haters out there right now. All right, so Cardano. Let's see what we got going on right now. So Cardano's not really doing much. I mean, it's sort of like we said, guys. I want to say something about Cardano, but it's chilling just right above support. You know what I mean? And like we say about resistance, I mean, the more times you keep knocking a resistance, the more times you break it to the downside, right? The more times you try to break a support, I mean, more times, higher chance it breaks to the downside. But I will say is if this can bounce, I mean, you're going to have very strong support at like 230. That's one positive you're going to say here. I mean, if we can bounce from here. But you are sort of making lower highs, which I don't love here. You know, you're sort of just continuing to make lower highs and making the same point on the bottom side. So the structure of it does look bearish. But what we will say is if Bitcoin can bounce, Cardano will go up too, right? We've seen it plenty of times in the past, right? Plenty of times in the past. So get on the soul train. Cardano is a stable coin. So just keep that in mind. I mean, a lot of people are saying Cardano is a stable coin. You got to remember it was at $1 and it went all the way up to $3.10, I guess. Quicker than a lot of other coins did. Now, yes, in the past, hasn't even been that long. In the past 2 weeks, it's been slow, but a lot of coins have been slow the past 2 weeks. It's not just Cardano at the end of the day. You know, could you dump a little bit lower here? Sure. I mean, you could dump down to approximately, I mean, I would probably look at the range of about 191, right? Where you had support here. I could see Cardano dropping down there, potentially. That's if Bitcoin dumped. Right? That's if Bitcoin dumped. But so far, I mean, you've just been holding the support thou at making lower highs, right? So it's interesting. It's interesting to see what Cardano is going to do here over the course of the next couple of days. It's probably got to make a move here soon. It's got to decide if it wants to break up or down, probably within the next 2 days. I would probably say within the next 2 days. That's what Cardano is looking like, and there's not much to really commentate. It's like I'm a sports person here. There's really not much else to say on that. I mean, you had a Head and Shoulders, and you sort of still have it, I guess. You got to break this general neckline here. You know what we need right now, actually, for Bitcoin? And you know what's helped us in the past? Get your Viking swords. Everyone in the chat, grab your swords. We're going to war. We will break this measly 48,357 resistance. It is but a mere resistance. Yo, why is there a mic coming out of my helmet? What? Oh, it's my hat. We will break this measly $48,300 resistance. It is but a mere resistance. Get your swords, get your shields, we're going to war. This actually worked in the past, so let's see if we can do this. I feel like most times we wear the Viking helmet, we usually have a pretty good time. But so we're gonna keep the Viking helmet on here. LTC man, stuck in a red long. Yeah. All right. Back to Ada. So yeah, we did have a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern here, and but it just hasn't really played out, right? Yeah, you got it, dude. We'll get to the super chats in just a second, guys. I just want to quickly touch on Ada, and then we'll go over some. Not a lot. It's the weekends. We don't really have to go over the S&P, the DXY, things like that. So, I mean, we can quickly go over the DXY, but yeah, we still have this. It's still a possibility. I mean, now if you zoom in, there's actually kind of a smaller one going on here, right? A little bit of a micro one inside of the big one. The price action is looking relatively weak here for Cardano at the current moment. But like we said, if Bitcoin wants to pump, I mean, Cardano, I wouldn't be surprised to see that pump too. Even though on its own, not looking too great. Having a hard time getting back over that 4-hour EMA resistance. And the daily EMA resistance, we're still in it as support. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Bottom of that is like 225. I prefer here not to break back below the daily EMA resistance here for Cardano. But at the end of the day, we talked about, I mean, we can come back down to 190 if we break that at the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. What I will say is the daily stock RSI is locked and loaded. Right? If it wants to move, it is locked and loaded for a move. Okay, look at it out here. It just keeps, it kind of goes up and it just stays down here, ready for that next rumble. Cardano's ready to go when it wants to go. You know, the last couple times we bottomed out on the stock RSI have been pretty good short-term relative bottoms. Just looking in the past. So I do think at some point this will move up. Just waiting for that time and in that place. And what have we seen from these coins, guys? The coins that go sideways for a long time are usually ones that end up moving up pretty well. You know, people just don't like Cardano right now because it's not the hot coin right now. It's not. Let's look at Algo real quick. Algo's broken out. Simply. Algo broke out of this downtrend of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Broke out, back tested, and is looking to move up too. So Algo looks ready to start moving here. But just like Bitcoin, that just broke out too. We need to get those bids. We need the bids to come in. But Algo's looking ready and primed to move here. If it can get some bids here. Which it wants to break out. So let's freaking go, Algo.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
We must fight for Algorand to move up out of this resistance. You must be freezing there. So much snow. Yeah, dude. It keeps snowing on me, man. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Dude, BTC, are we really going to do this tonight? Are we really going to troll me until the end of the stream? Are you really going to troll me right now? Is this what we're going to do? You're going to oscillate sideways here until we end the stream, and then you're going to pump to oblivion. Is this what we're going to do for the third day in a row? Listen. I have my sword. Bitcoin, if you want to fight right now, we'll fight. Because I'm sick and tired of your attitude during my stream. Yeah. In all seriousness, though, you know, on the it is the 15-minute chart, so take it with a grain of salt. You could have a little bit of inverse head and shoulders playing out here. If you do round out again on the back test, you could have a little bit of inverse head and shoulders action. Okay, so we'll watch that. Actually going to move this down to the neckline, which is right about there. We'll watch that, see if that does play out outside of this bull flag too. Could be a nice little setup to push you up higher. All right. BTC, a professional troll. All right. Look at Algo. 212, baby. Let's go, Algo. If Algo hits 213, we'll play the pump music, guys. But Algo's going to hit 213, which is probably going to do in like 2 seconds here. Let's see. 212, 212.87. Come on, hit 212.13. 212.13, come on. You're right there. There we go. 212.13. Come on, Algo. Get some more upsides price action.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Algo's up 3% on the new day already. About 15 minutes into the day, up 3%. Not too shabby. There's people in stocks that would love a 13% gain in 15 minutes. They would love a 3% gain in a month, to be honest. But hey, Algo did it in 15 minutes, so take it for you will. Actually, let's jump on into some of the macro time frame stuff while we wait for Bitcoin. Could be waiting a little bit, which you never really know. Never really know. Where we are with those likes, guys, we better be close to 1,000, right? I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna look, but I'm gonna say right now we're probably close to 600 likes, if I had to guess without looking. That's what I'm sort of guessing at. Let's get to 800 by now. Let's get to 800. So, let's go through some of these macro stuff. So none of this stuff has really changed too much. Let's see if the DXY has moved at all, guys. Let's check out the DXY here. The DXY, holy moly. Well, we knew this yesterday, but 17, 18, and on the new day, it's actually pumping. On the 19th, which is today, wait, hold on. 17, oh, this is the 4 hour. Dude, on the 4 hour, go to the daily. Yeah, dude. I mean, this thing, we know what we want to do on this. We want to get rejected somewhere up in this range at about 93.55. Resistance here, went slightly above it here, but you definitely want to get resistance at this level on the DXY. What I will say about this chart, I don't have much to say. I mean, you're sort of just making, you know, this chart does look bullish on the DXY, I will say. Right? I'm not just going to make stuff up to make it look bearish. You do have sort of higher lows coming in on the rejection, the same point on the top side. So, yeah, I mean, we got to get rejected here at 93.44. But I think this is obviously a very important chart to look at, as is the stock market, right? If the stock market doesn't perform well, then, well, crypto won't perform well either. That's the simple state of front. But we got to wait for Monday, right? Monday is big. Like, will the stock market bounce back on Monday? We won't know until Monday. So at this point, I don't know if there's any point of stressing about it, you know, today or Sunday. We got to wait to see what happens on Monday and see if we can get a bounce back for the stock market in general, right? So we'll obviously check back in on Monday and see what's going on there. Obviously, it didn't end the week well, as we know. Didn't end the week too well, and you broke this sort of uptrend of support. So maybe we come back down a little bit lower, possibly here. We'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's the stock market at the end of the day. Can't predict what it's going to do at the end of the day. So that's the S&P, the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance. Why did I just type in Bitcoin and not dominance? That's something I would do all the time. So, want to add excitement? Watch the 1 minute chart. No point in watching the 1 minute chart. So the Bitcoin dominance, kind of another nothing burger day. Nothing burger day. Really nothing. I mean, you're just trying to hold this relative range between 39.50 and 41.25 as support. Do we continue up here? Does Bitcoin have that run that we sort of been waiting for a long time for Bitcoin? Like, we haven't had a true Bitcoin only run in a long time. I think, really since the end of last year, right? It was really from September of 2020 to January of 2020, September of 2020 to the beginning of January of 2021 was when Bitcoin was really outpacing alts while it was going up. Are we due for Bitcoin to outpace alts while it goes up? I don't know. I just think people love altcoins so much right now. People love their altcoins. And that's the problem I have with the Bitcoin dominance is I just can't picture a scenario where Bitcoin pumps, but the alts don't outpace it. Just because I feel like general retail just loves altcoins, right? For the simple fact that, in theory, you can make higher gains in altcoins on the way up. So I'm trying to picture the fact of like Bitcoin having a massive run while altcoins don't outpace it. And I'm just having a hard time picturing that, even though we've seen it in the past. But that was sort of a much different time for the crypto market. That was before, retail really started to FOMO in. Retail FOMO started here. So we'll see. Alt season over? I mean, I wouldn't really call this alt season over. This is more so sideways action. I think it's a little bit too early to say alt season over. It's been alt year, as we know. This is January 1st, or January 2nd, if you want to be exact. This is today, right? I mean, it's been altcoin year. It's not altcoin season. We can't use the term altcoin season anymore. The whole year has been altcoin season. Besides this, but this is when obviously we were in a little bit of a lull in the crypto market, right? There's a little bit different of a scenario there. Retail's like JPEGs. Remember October the whales come back? Hey, Lupus, I want them to come back in September. I guess that's me being greedy, though. I want them to come back in September. Josh said Adam up 25% today. All right, anyways. Let's just check real quick on the total market cap. We'll do some super chats. I've heard from a little birdie in the chat there by the name of Josh. Says that Adam is up 25% today. That makes me get my Gymborees up. My Gymborees are really cooking right now. Check Adam. But total market cap, not really much to comment on there. I mean, we're still below this previous high right here from August 24th. I would prefer to get back above that. We've sort of been struggling with that general area. We had one day over it, and since then I've been sort of struggling with that level. Not struggling, I mean, we're still making higher lows. If you zoom in on the daily, if you really zoom in on the total market cap, I mean, I like the structure of the total market cap, sort of. Sort of making higher lows. And generally speaking, I mean, there's times you have like a little bit of a higher high, but generally speaking, you are getting relative same resistance on the top side, right? So you can see boom, 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 boom. You get one more dip before breaking out. Could be a little bit of an ascending triangle pattern going on here for the total market cap on the shorter term time frames. Now, it is the 4-hour time frame. It is the total market cap, so take it for what you will. But this could be pretty indicative for the next move of crypto, probably by Monday night, right? Monday night is probably when this breaks. So it could be very, very interesting to see what happens here over the next couple of days for the total market cap. Now, ascending triangles we know are typically bullish patterns, okay? So they don't have to break up to the upside, but on percentage wise, they usually break up to the upside. If this does break down, I'd look for support down here at like 2 trillion again. Bitcoin's dipping. All right, Java's pretty happy right now. Bitcoin is dipping a little bit. I mean, we're not really dipping. I'm sort of just kidding, guys. I mean, I'm sort of just kidding, but I had to take the opportunity to play the violin song. We haven't heard in a little bit, so we'll see where Bitcoin ends up here. Like I said, it's not the end of the world, but we're gonna have everyone saying we're not dipping. You call this a dip? We're gonna have Karen come out of the woodwork here. Here's Karen. George, he's saying this is a dip. This guy's such a noob. He's calling a 0.5% move down a dip. What a noob. What a freaking noob. I already see one person say it in the chat. Let's see. Let's see if anyone's saying it in the chat. Hold on. Is anyone saying that in the chat? I'm gonna call you out. Let's see. Nope, no one said it. No one said it. I'm actually really surprised. I knew someone was gonna say that. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's jump on into some of the super chats here. You guys have been waiting for a while, so let me get back into here. Chat of Ison, can you take a look at AE? What is it? AE. What is it? AE Elf. They just went mainnet and have comparative low market cap to other blockchains. It's not on here, my friend. It's not on here. And that's just Elf. Oh, AELF. Just went live. So there's not a lot of data on this, right? They just went live. Looks like it just had a giant pump and then came back down. So, you know, I guess the only thing you can really say is, do you look at some of your retracement levels? And, you know, just looking at what you did, I mean, it looks like, go to the bottom here. Looks like you got an initial bounce off the golden pocket zone, which could have been a bounce area, but you broke below that, came back up, have now confirmed it as resistance. So if you can't hold this level, I think it's likely you come back down to the 786 at about 82.7 cents. Beyond that, there's not really much to say about this chart. I mean, it's still a little early to do anything meaningful on this. Ben Kui from Mark. Thank you for the super chat, Mark. And Chad, by the way. Chad's a Chad. Chad, are you really a Chad? Let's see, Kui. Ben Kui. Man, I feel like I've seen this one before. I clearly I have. I mean, I had the chart up. Originally this looked really good. You got the initial breakout. You've just been going sideways. I mean, it hasn't been the long. This is the 4-hour chart. You've been going sideways for like 6 days. That's not the end of the world. Looks like you're just kind of range locked here between 21.6 and, you know, 14.9. You're just kind of up, down, up, down. You're probably coming back to 14.9 here, most likely. But the 4-hour stock RSI looks like it's about to bottom out and could reverse back to the upside, potentially. And the 4-hour RSI could be making some type of bullish divergence here. Right, you have lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in price action. Do you see some type of bounce some point soon? Maybe. But yeah, I mean, until you break out of this range, man, sort of just it's a waiting game there, man. Shane said, can you try fib retrace extensions on the Bitcoin logarithmic or ETH logarithmic? I don't have it for that chart, but I can make that, Shane, for the ETH chart. But I don't have that right now. I don't have that right now on the ETH chart. Man, this frap is good. Really good frap. All right, so Bitcoin. Let's see if we can break back above this again. What does it look like on the hourly? All right, so the hourly, this looks pretty good. You know what I mean? On the 15-minute, it looks a little sketchy, right? But the hourly, as long as we can close the hourly above this right here, it's just going to be a back test. But it's going to be interesting to see where Bitcoin actually closes here on this hourly chart. Obviously, the 15-minute looks a little sketchy, but the hourly, as long as you come back up and you just make this a wick, hey, just a back test. Can you check Strong and Boson Protocol, said Marco. I got you on Strong and Boson Protocol. Let's see, Strong. I feel like this is the exact same chart we just looked at. Downtrend of resistance, broke up, got rejected off your golden pocket zone, have now since then came back down. But if you look, are you making some type of flag here? I think so. Actually, I was gonna say, actually, it's quite beautiful. It actually might be quite beautiful. You know, up, down, in sort of a little bit of flag. Now, you know, where do you take this flag? I mean, be conservative, take it from here. Could come a little bit lower if you wanted to here. I'm going to be conservative and take it from here. If this does break out, it's not going to be a huge flag if you're being conservative. But it probably would put you upwards of like 659 if this does break out. But this looks exactly like the chart we just looked at for the most part. 4-hour stock RSI is bottomed out. I'm probably expecting a bounce off the bottom here, in my opinion. Hourly is looking a little high. I'm more so worried about the 4-hour though. 4-hour looks bottomed out, looks ready to run. Thinking the whales are so greedy, man. The whales are greedy, huh? The whales are real greedy. What's up, Philly? He said hello from sunny Mexico. Philly, I'm glad you're having a good time over there in Mexico, man. Hope you're having a few drinks on me, man. Oh, a few drinks on the crypto, I should say. Proud said, can you take a quick look at Cosmos? Yes, sir. Cosmos. Look at Cosmos here on the daily. I mean, you had a really good day. 32 bucks all the way up to 40. You went up. Yeah, I mean, you went up about 27% at one point today. So Adam had a really, really bullish day. Another bullish engulfing candle. Bullish engulfing candle. I mean, you had a 30% day. So, I mean, if you have a pullback of some sort, I wouldn't be surprised here. After a 30% day. But, yeah, I mean, you got room to run on the daily RSI. It's not like you're topped out. Like, you could continue up here, realistically. And you're not even close to your 1.618 Fibonacci yet, which is at 46.71. So Adam quite possibly could come back up and test this 46.71 level before reversing. Shane said, gotta water BTC with some pump music. I'm trying, man. I do think this is going to end up being a back test here on the hourly. So what it's going to do is it's going to close this hourly probably somewhere above this resistance line. And then the next hourly, that's where we're probably going to move up. Would make sense price structure wise, right? Can you take a look at Constellation? You guys got some interesting altcoins lately, guys. Like, I feel like we're just looking at low caps, low caps, low caps. You really just got a bunch of interesting coins. Constellation. So let's see. The 4-hour charts. This was a really nice 4-hour chart originally. So I mean, you broke up out of this sort of channel. You were pumping, had a downtrend of the channel. You actually bounced nicely off the 0.5 Fibonacci. And now if you break this resistance right here, you can see you have a resistance right here. I mean, you get resistance in this area a bunch of times. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. This is a big level. If you can break this, probably looking for a move up to these resistances here at like 35 cents. This one looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Just got to get the juice. Now, the 4-hour stock RSI is a little topped out. Maybe you come back down here, test first, and then continue up. Daily, extremely bullish daily candle. I mean, I don't know what to say besides that. I mean, extremely bullish daily candle. Daily stock RSI still has some momentum. Daily RSI has plenty of momentum. I don't know. The short-term time frames, you might need to, you know, maybe come back down and back test this area first before continuing up. Maybe back down to like 29.6 cents or something like that. Hasn't BTC been the ultimate stablecoin, said Marcus? Dude, BTC has been the ultimate stablecoin. Like, #1 ultimate stablecoin. For real. Thank you, Super Chat, Marcus. Right Coast Crypto said, hey, bro, can you give me a target on Phantom when it breaks out of this pennant or symmetrical triangle it's in? I don't know which one it is. Thanks, bro. Phantom. Check out Phantom real quick. The pennant or symmetrical triangle. Phantom. The Phantom. See, I mean, there's no perfect way to draw this thing. You are making higher lows here, I will say. You just don't have a touchdown here. I mean, you could extend this out, probably. That would be kind of sloppy. But you have a downtrend of resistance, right? An uptrend of support. I'll probably look for a move relatively soon here. Probably within the next 5 days or so. Actually, not the next 5 days. Sorry, this is the 4-hour. Probably within the next 2 days or so for a move. Now, the trend is your friend till the end. The trend, this is the 4-hour chart, the trend is up, right? Clearly the trend is up, right? So you're consolidating just like you did right here. I mean, the trend is up. Would be surprised if this moves up. Obviously, we have to watch what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin dumps to oblivion, you know, then obviously we'll have to look at a couple different things, right? All right, we got 19 minutes until the close. Bitcoin at 47,965 at the current moment. Interesting. Whoever was talking about this wedge. Let's see if we break down from this potential rising wedge for Bitcoin. Potential rising wedge. Things are quiet. Things are quiet, huh, Keith? Things are quiet. Like, even the pumps the last couple of days, they've been really small. Really small. Like this move was relatively, I can't even call this one move, but from like this move to here was pretty small. You know, this move, pretty small. So can we really call $2,000 moves small? I think we're sort of greedy at this point. I mean, when we have $2,000 moves, I mean, they're considered pretty small, which I guess maybe we're just greedy. We're just little greedy pants. You know? The quiet comes before the storm. How many times have we seen this where Bitcoin like looks like it's dead? Looks like it's dead and then it just moves back up. I mean, right here, right here. Does it all the time. It's always when people are so sure it's bearish. Like people were so sure right here. Oh, it's bearish. Nope. Oh, it's bearish.
Nope.
It's bearish.
Nope.
We'll see what happens here, though. You know, see what happens here. Like I said, if the clock, what's the saying, guys? Even a broken clock is right. What twice a day, something like that. even a broken clock is right twice a day. Let's be honest. Na. Bakes are greedy. Ed Donkey said, "I'm greedy for sure." Cody is getting ready, maybe. Ed said, "Doge stat 2-time." Cody's getting ready, Lupus. But check out Cody. Cody. Maybe looked at Cody this morning on the members only stream. Let's see what Cody's doing here. I mean, Cody has been ready, right? We broke this downtrend of resistance and we moved up pretty fast here. It's probably pulling back right now just because Bitcoin's sort of pulling back at the current moment. So that's why you're getting a slight pullback. I wouldn't be surprised to see, just from where you are right now, this is a pretty decent support area. You have some support. Now, if you break that, all right, we'll talk. Maybe you come back down to test another level. Maybe down here to like 35 cents. But overall, I mean, your 4-hour stock RSI is getting pretty low. It's going to depend on what Bitcoin does. It just seems like it's kind of matching Bitcoin's price action. But I mean, this is a pretty nice support. I could see a bounce from here and going back up to like 48 cents potentially. But this was our big, right? In the grand scheme of things, this was our big inverse head and shoulders, right? Our big inverse head and shoulders. So we were zoomed in there, but you know, boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, and boop. Now we just need to break this 48-cent mark for Cody. 48 cents. Come on, BTC. You're really going to do this right now? You're really going to do this? The biggest troll is BTC. The biggest troll. We'll get rejected at 49.5 and go down from there. Interesting. Check Polkadot. The dot. Down, up. It's still in this upwards channel for dot. There's a lot of boring price action going on in crypto right now, guys. A lot of boring price action. There are coins that are moving, you know. Solana had a good day yesterday. Algo had a pretty good day yesterday. There are coins that are moving. Cosmos. But for the majority, pretty slow. But yeah, upwards channel. You know, historically, you've bounced off the bottom of this. I mean, stock RSI has still some room to run down, so you could maybe come back down and test this bottom again at like 31 bucks. Could be a possibility. I would not rule that out. All right, come on, BTC. 13 minutes. I'm interested to see what we do on the hourly close, though. I want to see if we can get back above this resistance line and sort of turn it into support. If we can close, if we can close at like 48,140, that would be perfect. That would be a perfect close. So that's what I'm watching there. We got 13 minutes to get back up there. It's not a huge price gap. It's like 150 bucks away. I mean, that could happen in like a minute. So it'll probably be a fight to the close, guys. A fight to the close. You know what that means. Wait, Jabba? Jabba, you put in another short? You put another short in, Jabba? Yes, Jordan, I put a short in. I put a short in. My liquidation price for Bitcoin is 48,140. 48,140, Jordan. Jabba, I wouldn't be short in Bitcoin right now if I was you. I would not be short in Bitcoin. If you want to keep doing it, go ahead. But you keep learning your lesson. I'm doing what the Elliott waves are telling me to do. Elliott waves are pointing down. I'm short in Bitcoin. All right, you do it. You do it. I'm going to put your liquidation price on the stream, though. Okay? Let's put the liquidation price on here for Jabba. So he's got a liquidation at 48,140. Let's see if Jabba gets liquidated at 48,140. I always cannot spell liquidated. Jabba liquidated, 48,140. All right. I'll see if he gets liquidated again. Bye, Lambo Jabba. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend until the end. There's no next BTC. Could be no next BTC. Could be. Who knows, man? I mean, like I said, we have, it's been very few times in history where we've seen investment opportunities like crypto. Very few times in history. Very few times. There's been a few. Been a few. Maybe not exact same percentage gains, but there have been some throughout history. I never short mostly, said Drew. He said mostly. That does mean that you do, Drew. That does mean that you do short, Drew. I don't want to hear that you don't. Yeah. Fellow Voyager said the trend is your friend until greed gets in the way. That's so true. That's so true. Oh, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. And that's when whales come in. Nope. And you get dunked on by the whales. You get literally dunked on by the whales. Oh, we're going to the moon. This guy will say something different. This guy right here. Thoughts on sheep? Sorry if you got this question already. 0.01. Bro. Daredevil. Sheep is not hitting 1 cent. Daredevil. Why? What is with... Did Final Stand make a video? Why is everyone coming out and saying that SHIB is going to hit 1 cent? It's very amusing, actually. This is the second day in a row. I'm not sure if it's you, Daredevil. Why is everyone saying SHIB's going to hit 1 cent? It is not going to hit 1 cent. If it does, I'll take the L. But I'm pretty confident in SHIB not hitting 1 cent. What is this? Someone, a big YouTuber must have made a video about SHIB going to 1 cent, man. SHIB going, where is one? SHIB, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude. you understand what SHIB's market cap would have to be to get to 1 cent? You know what I mean? Like it has zero shot of getting to 1 cent. Zero shot. And that's trying to be that's me trying to be as nice as possible here. You know what I mean? I'm trying I can try to fluff it up, but you know. Shift to 1 cent. 9 out of 4 rant score already. I don't know what else to say. Like you can't really argue with that, I guess. But Daredevil, I think you might have some sarcasm in there. I think you're being a little sarcastic. So I understand the sarcasm. I understand the sarcasm. SHIB. What is SHIB doing on the chart? I don't like to look at the SHIB chart, but like, what is SHIB doing? Yeah, it's just chilling, man. I mean, this is the SHIB chart. One of the most epic weekly candles I've ever seen. Seriously, one of the most epic weekly candles I've ever seen. That's some craziness. People made bank on this weekly candle. Boop. Boop.
Nope, nope, nope.
What's up, David? As a cellist, I appreciate your air violin. Any good tutorials you recommend for TradingView? Also, could you please take a look at Skill? I just kind of learn myself, man. I sort of play. You just sort of play around with it. You can YouTube, you know, TradingView tutorials, but generally speaking, you probably just want to go and play around with it yourself. Mostly just go to indicators, you know, type in, you know, I'd probably stick to the, if you're new, I'd probably stick to the RSI, stock RSI, regular moving average, just simple moving average, MACD. I mean, there's different indicators you want to stick to. I'd probably stick to the basic ones if you're new. And the basic ones is really all you need. I mean, people call them basic, but you don't need crazy stuff to see what's, you know, what the general trend of the market is. You know what I mean? You don't need all these crazy whip-de-doos and whoopie-coos and all this stuff, you know? Choopy-choos and woody-woos and the koopy-soupy-soupy indicator and the whoopy-whoopy-whoopy indicator. Like it, you don't need all that stuff. Last time we see 48 retesting 2013 high. Said Juicy? Holy moly, man. That's big. All right, 6 minutes until the close. 6 minutes. Can Bitcoin have enough juice to get it back above here? It's going to be interesting. Sitting right at this wedge here on the 4 hours as well. Hex. All right, we'll look at Hex real quick. All right, we're going to look at Hex. I understand there's some people that love Hex in the chat. I understand what Hex looks like. I mean, Hex... I don't know how to explain Hex. I mean, weekly chart on Hex. I mean, it's in price discovery. I mean, there's not really much to go over with Hex, you know? I don't know how much higher this can go without having a substantial pullback. I mean, I guess you did have a 60% pullback there, I guess. You know, but it wasn't like a sustainable one. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hex is Hex, dude. I don't know what to say. Like, people want to hate on it, but like, I'm not so much a hater in this aspect. I don't think people just don't like Hex because of Richard Hart. Not so much Hex, but yeah, man. At some point, this will stop, but who knows, dude? I'm not. There's no point in doing TA on Hex because there's not a point in doing TA on Hex. It just keeps going, you know. Literally no edge on Hex. You can't say anything about Hex. It just goes up. That's what it is. as a cellist. Also, you take that. So let's look at scale for David. Aaron said, I'm blue. If I was Shib, I would die. If I was Shib, I would die. Double D, double die. If I was a Shib, I would die. If I was a Shib, I would die. That's a new remix. We're gonna make that remix. Actually, that's a good idea. I'm gonna make that tomorrow. I'm a bull. If I was Shib, I would die. All right, let's look at scale real quick. I'm gonna get super carried away here. I actually really want to. After the stream, I'm gonna listen to that song because I actually really like that song too. You cannot listen to that song and not get hyped. Like that. That's one of the best hype songs ever. Oh man, I love that song. That song gets me in a good mood every time. There's not many songs that do that. All right, let's look at scale real quick. E. coli? Why is everyone asking for a coli? Why are we getting a coli spam in the chat? You're prohibited from making any music. Bootney will be healthy. ETN just dumped. Why is everyone scamming coal? Why is there coal mine people in here? What the heck? All right. Anyways, scale on the. Let's go to the daily chart. Go to the daily chart and scale. Not much really going on here, and overall, it's an interesting chart. Very interesting. You can see. Let's actually bring up your fibs here. I think this would make the most sense. See where you're kind of at on relative price level. You broke back below your 236. At this point, you do have some support here at 40 cents. A couple recent peaks, but I think it's likely at this point you probably come back down to your 382, which is like 37 cents. Probably seems likely just based off your fib retracement targets here. It's probably what I see. But let's actually bring up your daily EMA ribbon, see where that thing's looking like. Yeah, I mean, you just keep bouncing off this. So I'm not too worried. A lot of these coins, guys, I mean, we've done this before multiple times in this run. I mean, pump, pull back, 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 pump, pull back. You just keep sort of riding this daily EMA ribbon. Now, at some point, I'd like to get a decent bounce off this, but nothing too much to scoff at yet. I mean, just doing what it's done this entire run up for the most part. You know? Go back to BTC here real quick. 915. I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. All right, we got the new hourly close. Bitcoin closed back in this little channel. That's interesting. Bitcoin playing a bunch of shenanigans here. Shenanigans on us. Bunch of shenanigans. 2 super chats from, I don't know who this is, but thank you, dude. I don't know what that is. They don't say anything. Edward said, thoughts on Cyrus on the weekly? Thanks, man. Weekly chart. Wow. Nice, man. We got a weekly chart request. Cyrus. I think this is the only thing I really got on Cyrus. There's not a lot of data on this. You know, you asked for it on the weekly. This is all I got, Ed. That's all I got, man. I think it would make more sense to maybe look at this on the daily chart. And even on the daily chart, there's not a ton to really go off of here. I mean, your daily EMA ribbon hasn't even loaded yet. You know, there's not a ton to really say. And you have an upward sloping support. upward sloping resistance. So sort of in a rising channel, which is usually a continuation pattern. Right, so you're coming to the downside, you start oscillating up. Usually you have a tendency to break down. So obviously keep that in mind. Right, so you could break down from here just based on what you're seeing on the chart. And if you did, you know, I think you would probably look at some of these retracement targets. So you already came back down to your 0.618. That's probably where you come back down again if you do break down. Right back down to the 74.3 cent mark. If that does happen. If that does happen. ETH keeps asking BTC when it'll go up. ETH is just chilling. ETH is chilling like a villain. Does ETH go back down to its golden pocket? What do you guys think in the chat? Does ETH go back down to its golden pocket zone? We'll never know. We'll never know. Cal J, what's up, dude? Thanks for the super chat, man. He said, can you check out Big One? What is that? It's actually a trading platform like Binance and had its own token. Take a look. I'm surprised. Big One. The heck is that, man? Hope you're not trolling me, Cal. I don't think you would troll me. Out of all the people in here, I don't think you would troll me. There's many people I think would troll me in here, but not you. One, not Harmony One. Big One. I don't see Big One on here. Yeah, I don't see it. Why are these the... SHIB is the #1 trending coin. Kangaroo Cake is the #3 trading coin. Why is Kangaroo Cake the #3 trading coin? All right, #3 trending coin. Kangaroo Cake. We've been over this. The crypto community has been over this. Why is Kangaroo Cake there? That's besides the question. Big One token? What is this? What is this? I don't know what happened here. I don't know what this is. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I don't know what's going on in this chart, but definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. To keep it honest there. Baby cake clone? I guess so. I guess so. Jeez. Java. Java's actually at a pretty good short right now, guys. Java's in a pretty good short. What do you guys think? Should we go see Java? See what Java's doing on his short right now? He's getting pretty cocky. I can hear him in there. He's playing the pump music right now. Java's in his room playing the pump music right now. I don't know if we should go check on him. He's going to make me a little salty. His short is going pretty well at the moment. Big Zero. Bull Trap. We'll see, man. I mean, it's a little bit too early to call it a bull trap, you know? A little bit too early to call it a bull trap. A bull trappe. Let's see what Bitcoin does right here. All right, we'll go check out Java. Everyone wants to go see Java. Let's go check out Java real quick, and we'll be back. I'll be back in a second. All right, let's go see Java. I told you guys to short. I told you guys yesterday Bitcoin was going to dump. I told you about the Elliott wave theory. Come on. Gotta catch on the train, guys. I may be fat. I may be very stupid. I may be very gullible. Okay? I may be very gullible to sign up with every Bybit link I can find in the book. Okay? Every Bybit link. I must have lost 20 different Bybit bonuses at this point, because every time a YouTuber brings it up, I sign up with their Bybit link. I'm super gullible. But one thing I am is I am a pro shorter. That's why they call me Job of the Short. That's why they call me Job of the Short. Get on my level. Get on my level, bulls. I'm going to go find another. I'm going to go get sign up to Crypto Savvy's Prime XBT link. You know, I bet I can find it in his live stream. I'm going to go sign up to Prime XBT with Crypto Savvy's Bybit link, with Crypto Savvy's XBT link. I'll be back. I got to go put another short on Prime XBT. All right, we're back. That's why I didn't want to go see him, guys. He's getting way too excited in there. What happens every time? He gets excited, and then Bitcoin bounces, and then he gets liquidated. He doesn't know when to take profits, so, you know, keep that in mind. And the walk-off. Jabba has a girthy red pickle. Biggie Jabba. All right, let's see. Rodrigo said, I think a watermark could help to see what time frame you're using for mobile users. Interesting. Is Java really just Kirby? Man, that's too funny. Litecoin is the best alt. Bro. Come on, we just had Java on here. I don't want to rant about Litecoin again. Come on. We find you. I know you want to just see me rant about Litecoin, but it's not the time. It's not the time to rant about Litecoin. How's Litecoin doing today, by the way? Like, guys, I might crap on Litecoin. It's only because I don't want to invest in it. I hope everyone who owns Litecoin, it goes up for you. And I'm not rooting against Litecoin, right? I want it to go up for everyone that's holding it. I'm just being honest on my opinion of Litecoin, right? I just don't like Litecoin. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I mean, just kind of chilling. Still just in a relative range where you had one little breakout, but relatively just trading between 164 and 190, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Big Walmart pump back down. Still just chilling in the range. So until you break out of the range, well, you're sort of just stuck in the range. Right? I'm shorting on Prime now. Nice, dude. Can you check Bonfire? Has the Litecoin team emailed you? No, they haven't emailed me. Litecoin performs well at bull market, peaks because all the retail FOMO and Robinhood have access to a few coins, and Litecoin is one of them. I would argue that it doesn't perform well in bull markets, right? All right, hold on. I hate when I do this because I say I'm not going to rant about Litecoin, and then I see someone in the chat trying to defend Litecoin, and there's only one chart I have to show you about Litecoin. Okay, you guys know the chart. I mean, you can't argue facts, okay? So let's go look at the Litecoin Bitcoin chart again. Okay, I always see people arguing that Litecoin performs extremely well when we're bullish. This is the Litecoin Bitcoin chart. If an altcoin can't perform Bitcoin, to me, I'd rather have my money in other coins. Doesn't mean Litecoin's going to go down in value, okay? Litecoin will still go up in USD value, but against Bitcoin, in the beginning, for this whole bull market, even though it's on Robinhood, which it doesn't matter, since March, whenever you want to look at it, March of 2020, Litecoin has bled against Bitcoin. for the entire bull market. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I didn't want to do it, but I got to do it. When I see people defending Litecoin in the chat, got to dunk on them a little bit. And I hope Litecoin goes up for you guys. I really do. I want to see all coins succeed, except meme coins. No SHIB, okay? No Shiba Inu, no Shampoo Inu, no Candle Inu, okay? No Wallet Inu, Keys Inu, Deodorant Inu. I want to see all coins go up except meme coins. So I hope Litecoin does perform well for you. It just won't perform well for me because I'm not going to hold it. That's all.
Rant alert.
It's all rigged. Coins that have underperformed Bitcoin the last year: XRP, XLM, LTC, BCH, EOS, and Tezos. Yeah, I mean, the only coin I like out of those is Tezos. I don't like XRP. I don't like XLM. I don't like Litecoin. I don't like Bitcoin Cash. I don't like EOS. I do like Tezos, but I don't like most of those coins. I like most of those coins. Litecoin for life. So you're saying Litecoin is due? Litecoin's not due. Something that's due would have occasional runs. Litecoin just never has runs against Bitcoin. Never. But anyways, CD said, Jordan, if you had to pick 10 coins to go 10x this run, what would they be? And is it likely? It's a good question, CD. Thank you for actually the good question, man. I like when I get good questions like that, you know, and not, do you like Litecoin? I know WeFind You was just kidding, though. I know WeFind was just kidding. 10 coins to go 10x. I don't know, man. I don't think a lot. I'm a little bit more conservative with my price predictions. I mean, there's people out there that make crazy price predictions. I don't think there's many coins here in the top 100 that are going to have another 10x in them. I don't think there's many. There'll be, I mean, there could be a few, but I don't think there's many. Now, if I had to pick 10 coins, in my opinion, that I would, if I had to start my portfolio from scratch today, and it doesn't matter what my previous holdings are or anything, you know, because I like to hold my holdings for a decent amount of time so I can get the long-term capital gains tax instead of capital gains tax. Most of my holdings I've been holding longer than a year, besides obviously the dips that I bought and stuff. But that's why I usually don't sell my coins and trade them for other coins, because I like to hold them for a year. But that's besides the point. If I had to start a portfolio from today, right? Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano. That's easy there. I'd probably skip out on BNB. I'd probably skip out on XRP. Solana, I'd add in there. I like Polkadot, but would I have it in my top 10? Maybe. We'll come back to Polkadot. Avalanche. Chainlink. That's 6. Oh man, I already have so many protocols in here. I don't know. We'll hold off on Algo in a second, but Algo is on the cusp too. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough when it gets to like number 7 here. It's tough. Now, I like VeChain. Would I still have it in my top 10? I don't know. Same thing with Theta. Would I still have it in my top 10? Dude, after it gets to like number 7, there's like plenty of coins that I like too. I like Aave. Where's Cosmos now? Cosmos has got to be pretty high here. I don't even see it. Am I just blind here? Or is this not? Oh, there it is. God, Cosmos is going nuts. You know you want SHIB. Not SHIB. I mean, there's a lot of coins I like. You guys know me. I like the higher cap coins. I don't like digging deep in here. You can't go wrong with some of these. I like Mana. Hasn't moved in a while, but I like Mana. I don't know. I like Audius. I like Audius a lot. But yeah, man. I mean, there's. It's tough. I would stick with the ones I said, but there's. I just named like an extra like 5 that I would probably add, but you know, it sort of. It depends on your style, right? It depends on your style. I'm not SHIB, not Litecoin, not Bitcoin Cash. Okay. You can only pick 10. All right, let's pick 10. Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano. All right. Solana, Polkadot. What's that? 5. Avalanche, Chainlink. That's 7. Algo, that's 8. Yeah, I like a lot of these options, man. I like Matic. I like Cosmos. I like Theta. I like VeChain. I put Aave in there. I like Aave. I got one more. I'm probably gonna go. I'm probably gonna go. I don't want to put Cosmos just because it's pumping so hard right now. I do like Cosmos though. I like Matic too. I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit here. I'm gonna go VeChain. I'm gonna go against the grain. VeChain number 10. But there's a few other ones that are right on the cusp there. Right on the cusp. All right. But you guys get the general sentiment I'm going with. This is like a kid picking his fate. High interest on Matic. Jordan hates Tezos. I don't hate Tezos. But I just wouldn't have it in my top 10. Gross, said Stinky. Lindsay said, check out VG. Hold on. Check out VGX. If you ain't holding VGX, you're missing out. I'll check it out, Lindsay. And then Blake said, what do you think about Spell Coin? We'll check out Spell Coin and VGX. Some interesting ones there. Let's see what Spell Coin is doing. That's definitely an interesting one. Spell. Really interesting. Magic Internet Money? Heck is this? Seems like a meme. What the heck is this? Did I just get hacked? What is this? I've never seen this on a chart before. But yeah, man. I don't know what's going on here, but we'll kind of ignore that. It's not on trading. It's not on TradingView though. VGX. I don't know if that was just a kind of a shill in the chat, but hey, we can do what we do. VGX. Link. That's some scribble. Let's not waste our time. That's true. That's true. Dave said ETH, ADA, Sol, Dot, AVAX, Link, Algo, Atom, Matic, and Elrond. I like it, man. You can see what the protocols are hot right now. You can see how like what's hot is usually hot. That's why I didn't want to pick all protocol. That's why I put, you know, say Aave in there, you know, a little DeFi project in there, but you could definitely go all of those and be good, man. All right, so VGX, you just got to clear downtrend of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on this downtrend of resistance. Oh, it's starting to lightning here, boys. Starting to lightning here. You got to clear downtrend of resistance. We'll see. We'll see what you do here, right? I mean, you got the. I mean, you're a little bit overbought on the 4-hour. Daily, it's relatively new, so you got room to run technically, but yeah, and there's not a ton of data to really say anything definitive about this, you know. Not enough data. Broke above your 4-hour EMA ribbon. Pumped back up. Besides that, I mean, sort of just in no man's land here. Pumped right up to the 0.5 fib. So watch for a breakout of this downtrend resistance, and then you can kind of go from there. Bitcoin, Jabba, he's killing it today. Guys, I didn't want to see Jabba do well, but he's killing it. He's killing it. Look at that wick. Jordan eye roll. Let's move on. Three people want to see me look at Ren. All right, we'll look at Ren just for you, Jay Cricket. Just because you're a cricket, man. Just because you are one of these guys. We'll look at Cricket here. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let me do Ren real quick for everyone in the chat. We got a bunch of people asking for Ren. All right. So Ren, I mean, you can see you just keep bouncing off your daily EMA ribbon. It's quite beautiful. You can see you keep bouncing off your daily EMA ribbon. You did have some bearish divergence, right? You did have higher highs in price action, lower highs in the RSI, which did have push you down slightly. Push you down slightly. Now, what I want to see here is I want to see a back test of support. So I would like to see, I mean, you could bounce off the wick, but normally I like to see a back test of at least, I'm going to put it there. You know why? Because you've already back tested it here. So I would like to see you hold 91.2 cents as a nice back test of previous resistance, flip the support, and sort of just continue up from there. Where you got rejected was a pretty big area for Ren. Bunch of resistance up here on that general level. So it might take you a few shots to break that, but what we want to do is here, you want to, obviously you had the daily bearish divergence. Now you want to bounce, sort of reset that, make a higher high on the daily RSI, and not continue that down. Sort of what you want to do here. And if you do, then, I mean, you look, I mean, there's not much resistance still up here at about 134, if you can break your previous high, right? BTC slowly coming down, slowly but surely. Is BTC coming back down to test this? It's interesting. It's gonna be interesting what Bitcoin does here. You are in a rising wedge. Whoever called out in the chat, good eye, man, good eye with the rising wedge. You are in a kind of a rising wedge. Also, we did have the breakout of this wedge, so it's going to be interesting to do. If we break down here, do we come back down and test this and hold it as support and bounce? Well, wait. Yeah, we'll check out Zill, Ryan. I know a lot of people like Zill too. I used to like Zill. I used to have a good amount invested in Zill. I took profits on that and moved it to a different coin, which I say I don't do now. I mean, me now from me a year ago is a lot different, you know what I mean? But yeah, I used to own Zill. I traded it, I forget what I traded it into, but I used to like Zill. C-Day said, second question, do you think it's possible to turn 10K into 50K just by hodling this run? Thanks for the answers. Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, it's a 5x. If you're spread out, you're diversified, right? I don't know if Bitcoin does a 5x, right? But it depends what coins you're in. I could see most coins besides Bitcoin doing a 5x. Ethereum, maybe not, right? Ethereum 5x from here is like 20K. That might be getting up there a little bit. That might be slightly moonboyish. Right? Depending on how you look at the market, that might be slightly moonboyish. So maybe we can say every coin besides Bitcoin and ETH could do another 5x. Is it likely? Maybe not, but I think you still have that possibility there. Now, a 5 extra Bitcoin puts it somewhere around 250,000. I think that's on a little bit on the high end of the range for Bitcoin. I don't know if you hit 250,000, though. What we've seen in the past, Bitcoin usually goes up a little bit higher than what everyone expects it to. Okay, so it's a good question, CD. I think it's possible. It depends what you. My basic answer is it depends which coin you're in. You know, depends what coin you're in. Only in crypto this is possible. That's true. Ryan said the layer 1 protocol that hasn't pumped yet is ZIL. That's absolutely facts, man. Absolutely facts. Let's see ZIL. Zilliqa. Zilly. Zil. All right, let's see what ZIL does. Only in crypto. Let's see. Why do some people think bull top is middle of October? It's not some people, it's one person. There's not some people think the top is in October. It's one person. Okay? So, like I said, no one's right? I'm wrong all the time too. But just be careful what some people say, because the person that is saying the top's going to be in October, he could be right? I mean, there's always a possibility he could be right, but this one person has been wrong countless times in the past before too. He's also been right countless times in the past, right? But always take everyone's opinion with a grain of salt. Take my opinion with a grain of salt. Take any person that you know on, that's a crypto expert, okay? In quotation marks, no one's a crypto expert. No one. You can't predict the day-to-day price movements on crypto. You can try your best, but no one's going to predict it 100%. No one's an expert. Just be careful what some people say. Some people are right, some people are wrong sometimes, but no one's always right. So ZIL, you think here, give your opinions on 5x, people? All right, you look here for ZIL. You're sort of just oscillating in a little bit of a triangle here. So, I mean, you could come back down to 10.2 cents maybe before bouncing. Now, symmetrical triangles are usually continuation patterns. This one sort of is coming from the downside. So you would have, in theory, it's crypto, right? These patterns do what they want to do, but in theory would break down to the downside, because the momentum's to the downside in this pattern, right? In this pattern, it's on the 4-hour chart, right? So the potential downside target would be downwards of 6 cents. I mean, I don't know if you go that low, but that's that. If this does break to the downside of the upside, which is certainly a possibility as well, give you the target for that. Which your 4-hour stock RSI is bottomed out, by the way, right? So your upside target is 14 cents. Look at your stock RSI; it is bottomed out. So I think a retest of this and another bounce seems likely, depending on what Bitcoin does here, right? Bitcoin's the big question here, but like your momentum's sort of dwindling here onto the downside. Bitcoin is dropping a little bit here, so we have another violin. All right, so we drop down to the support again. Let's see if we hold this as support. Let's see. I love the violin song. I like it too. I think it's soothing. Some people like it, some people don't. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. So this is dropping down. Big pockets to the waist. I love when the people come in the chat after the violin song and they're like, this is not a dump. This is not a dump. I can't believe this guy's saying this is a dump. Some people get so mad in the chat. It's like, dude, come on. We're just having a little fun. We know it's not actually a big dump. We're just having fun, okay? We have fun whether the price goes up or down. We try to make it fun even when the price is going down. We're not actually dumping. Let's see if Bitcoin comes a little bit lower here. Maybe 47.2 as a back test of our big wedge. Or let's see if Bitcoin just bounces from this and continues up. That could be a possibility too. There's nothing to do. DXY is going up like crazy, is all over. We'll find out. We'll find out. Bear said, I hate it. I mute you. Come on. It's a nice song. It's soothing. You know? It's soothing. Man. Cute beer ears. Thank you. Thank you. They are pretty cute. They're fitting. They're fitting. What time is it? 9:33? It's almost that time, guys. It's almost that time. Man. I was looking out for today's stream. I was like, dude, Bitcoin's setting up for a nice stream today. You know, when we started the stream, we were up here. You know, it was quite beautiful. We were up here. It was looking like a nice stream. You know, it really was. And you know, it's not a bad stream. It's not a bad stream. But now we're simply sitting down here, right? It's not the end of the world. But I had high hopes for today's stream. I really did. I really did. And now we're staring at retesting some support. You know? I mean, we're not really down that much. I mean, we're down 1.5%. But you guys get what I'm saying here. I thought we were going to see maybe some pumpage. Maybe some pumpage. Morning Drew said, so you're a bear now? I'm not actually a bear. I just wear the bear ears when the price is going down. I'm not actually a bear, guys. I am a bull. I am a bull at heart. But, you know, when the price is going down, we like to say that this stream is for both the bears and the bulls. Okay? We want everyone to be friends. We might not always agree. I don't like Jets fans. I don't like Giants fans. Okay? I really don't like Giants fans. I really don't like Giants fans, like, the most. But hey, we can still be friends with Jets fans and Giants fans. I just don't like you on the field. It's kind of the same thing with bulls and bears, guys. I mean, we can disagree nicely, okay? We can sort of poke fun at each other nicely. Just no personal attacks. Don't be like, Jordan, you're so stupid. Or Jordan, you have no idea what you're talking about. Why don't people even listen to this guy? Just say, Jordan, I think we're bearish. I disagree with your opinion. Why do we have to be like, this guy's bullish. He's stupid. It's like, did you have to add in the fact that I'm stupid? I'm not just saying like me. I'm just saying every time on Twitter where I see a disagreement, it's just name calling. You're stupid. You're this. You're that. Just say, I appreciate your bullish opinion. I disagree. I'm bearish. State your reasons. And just say, we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. I have season tickets to the Giants. Yeah. Bear song one more time for my short. G-Men for life. No, you hate us? Yeah, Waterfly. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Lions 0-17 this year. What's up, Skillful? Oh, did we check on Zill? I don't think we checked on Zill yet. My bad, Ryan. I thought I got carried away there. Zill. The title of this video should be Ran Alert style. The title of the video. What is even the title of the video? It's Bitcoin testing resistance, then up. Hey, that still could happen. It still could happen that way, my friend, you know? But, you know, boring days don't make it easy. We still could come back down and test this as support. I mean, that was the whole point of the video, of the title, right? Was coming back down to possibly test this and continue up. Nothing's really changed from that. Zill. Yeah, you just keep bouncing off your daily EMA ribbon. Let's look at on a zoomed out. So rejection, bounce. Yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed for Zill. I think when you actually take off your daily EMA ribbon, besides the point where you are holding that nicely as support, you also can see you're getting upward support as of now, right? Things could change pretty quickly here. You look up, look at your daily closes. You are getting a horizontal resistance. So, you know, you're making higher lows while also getting a flat line of support, resistance. So it is a technical ascending triangle. Now we'll see where this closes here, right? But in theory, what you want to do now is break to the upside of an ascending triangle, which is typically bullish. Okay, now if you take your potential breakout target of the bullish pattern, would be upwards of 13.9 cents. Now this always has the possibility of breaking down as well, which would put you somewhere around 8.2 cents. But that's the life of crypto, right? I mean, Zill's probably going to do what Bitcoin does here, but it is forming a bullish consolidation. Keith said, Jordan, I think we're bullish. I'm bullish too. Hey, I'm bullish too. You know, let me get off the barriers. People think I'm bearish now. I'm really not. It was more so a joke. I was just joking, guys. This is me being like, guys, I'm extremely bearish right now. I'm extremely bearish. I have never told a lie in my life. And I'm telling you right now, I'm bearish. The chart looks so bearish right now. I'm telling you, I've never lied in my life. There's zero reason. Does my face look like I lied? Does my face to you look like I have lied before? No, it doesn't. There's nothing on my face that's like, Jordan, you've lied. I am really bearish right now. Really bearish.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
YFI. Don't be nosy. You can't quit us for Madden? Can't quit us for Madden. Jess, how do you know that I'll play Madden after this? Come on. You know me too well. You know me all too well. Pamp the likes, folks. I don't know where we're at likes, guys, but I hope we're at 1,000. I hope we're at 1,000 likes here on another pretty boring day for Bitcoin in the grand scheme of things here. Pretty boring day. Not gonna lie, man. I am not gonna lie. Crypto is crypto right now. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if it's you guys or just me, but I'm not just being impatient. But the price action right here, I don't know what it is. Like when we were streaming down here every day, it didn't seem as boring than it is right here. I don't know if it's just recency bias, right? Where down here it just became so normal to do nothing. And then now we're going sideways for a little bit after a pretty nice pump. It might just be recency bias. That must be what it is. You know? I don't think it's going to last too much longer. I think we're going to see a pretty big move one way or the other here pretty soon. Whether we come back down, bounce off the wedge, or there's always a possibility we break back down into the wedge and come back down. It's always a possibility too. It's going to be interesting. I think you're going to find out pretty soon here which Bitcoin's going to do. It's probably going to happen whatever way we're going to go. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened as soon as I ended the stream tonight. That's what we've done the last 2 days. You know? W volume are declining, volume D are declining, fractal or similar price action from 65K distribution, D1 bearish divergence, Bitcoin looking pretty bear short term. Sam coming in. Yeah, I mean, we've been looking at the price action from 65K. I mean, we looked at that the last couple days. You have this upwards line of support that you couldn't get back over. Same thing you're looking at here, upwards line of support. You have yet to get back over. So we've been watching that. You know, we'll see what Bitcoin does here. I mean, the price action does look similar, but I don't know, man. It just looks super obvious that you're going to see the same thing happen twice in a row. You could say the same thing about the bullish patterns too, or the bullish fractals, right? A fractal's a fractal until it's not. Same thing with the bullish fractals that we have, right? You could look at this as a fractal. You could also look at this bullish fractal that we have here. You know what I mean? Fractals are fractals, man. I mean, bullish fractals, bearish fractals. That's why we look at both. That's why we've been looking at this one. And we've been saying if we can't break back above this resistance line, well, it's going to be tough for Bitcoin, right? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. That nose is bullish. Show Vitalik booger pick. I got you. Vitalik booger pick. Where's Vitalik booger pick? Hold on. Oh. Back quote. Vitalik booger pick. Yeah, I think it's the Vitalik booger pick. Is it this? There you go. Here's the Vitalik booger pick. Guys, look at my father-in-law here. Picking his nose. Look at it. I can't pick my nose. It's too big. Look at it. And he's going to put it right on the wall. Watch. Boom. He's getting deep in there. He's getting deep. And Vitalik puts it right on the wall. He even puts it there, takes it off, and then puts it back. That's the real G right there. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it at that. I mean, not much going on at the current moment, so we're going to call it a stream. I'll catch you guys tomorrow again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also probably uploading 1 or 2 videos tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But nevertheless, I'll catch you guys later. Let's hope for some price action. As soon as I end the stream, maybe we bounce. I would not be surprised. Usually been pretty good luck of me ending the stream. We're back on that grind where Bitcoin does nothing until I get off. All right? I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out again. Catch you guys tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Links in the description for both those. Twitter and Discord. At Jordan Cameron. Discord link description. All right? Peace out.